Welcome to the Loop English Pod. Today, Nathan is visiting his local bank to open a new account for the first time. Claire is the bank representative who will help him through the process. Let's listen in.
Hi there. I'd like to open a new bank account today, if that's possible.
Of course. Welcome. My name is Claire. I'd be happy to help you with that. Do you have an appointment, or are you a walk-in?
I'm a walk-in. I wasn't sure if I needed to make an appointment first.
No problem at all. Walk-ins are welcome. Can I start by getting your name and some identification?
Sure. My name is Nathan Wells. I have my driver's license here.
Perfect. Thank you, Nathan. So, what kind of account are you looking to open today? A checking account, a savings account, or both?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. What's the difference between the two?
Great question. A checking account is for your everyday spending, paying bills, making purchases, using your debit card. A savings account is where you set money aside and earn interest over time.
I see. So the savings account actually earns money just by sitting there?
That's right. It earns a small interest rate on your balance. It's designed for money you don't need to touch every day.
That makes sense. I think I'd like to start with a checking account, and maybe a savings account as well.
Excellent choice. We have several account options that might work for you depending on your needs.
What factors should I consider when choosing?
The main things to look at are the monthly fee, the minimum balance requirement, and whether you plan to set up direct deposit.
I do get paid by direct deposit from my employer. Would that help?
Absolutely. With direct deposit set up, you can often waive the monthly fee entirely. That's one of the most popular benefits we offer.
Let's look at some other ways to say what you just heard. Nathan said, "I'd like to open a new bank account today." You could also say, "I'm here to set up an account," or "I was hoping to open an account with you." Claire said, "We have several account options." You could also say, "There are a few types of accounts to choose from," or "We offer a range of accounts depending on your needs." Nathan said, "What's the difference between the two?" You could also say, "How do those two differ?" or "Can you explain the difference?" Claire said, "That's right." You could also say "Exactly," or "That's correct," or "You've got it." Now let's listen to part 2.
So if I set up direct deposit, there's no monthly fee?
For our most popular checking account, yes. The fee is waived each month that you receive a qualifying direct deposit of at least $500.
That works for me. And what about the savings account? Does that have a fee too?
Our standard savings account has a $5 monthly fee, but it's waived if you maintain a minimum balance of $300.
What's the interest rate on the savings account?
Currently, it's 0.5% annually. It's not a high-yield account, but it's a solid option for an everyday savings account.
That's fine. I'm not looking to invest, just to save a little on the side.
That's exactly what this account is designed for. Now, do you have a smartphone? We have a mobile banking app that makes managing your money very convenient.
Yes, I do. What can I do with the app?
You can check your balance, transfer money between accounts, deposit checks by taking a photo, pay bills, and even send money to other people.
That's really useful. Can I also set up alerts for low balance or large transactions?
Absolutely. You can customize your notification settings however you like. Many customers set up overdraft alerts so they're never caught off guard.
Speaking of overdraft, what happens if I spend more than what's in my account?
We offer overdraft protection. If you link your savings account to your checking account, we can transfer funds automatically to cover any shortfall.
That sounds like a good safety net. I'd like to add that feature.
Noted. I'll make sure that's included when we set up your accounts.
Here are more ways to express what you just heard. Claire said, "The fee is waived." You could also say, "There's no charge," or "The fee doesn't apply," or "You won't be charged a fee." Nathan said, "What's the interest rate?" You could also say, "How much interest does this account earn?" or "What return will I get on my savings?" Claire said, "We offer overdraft protection." You could also say, "We have a service to cover you if your account goes negative," or "We can protect you against overspending." Nathan said, "That sounds like a good safety net." You could also say, "That gives me peace of mind," or "That's a good backup to have." Now let's listen to part 3.
All right, Nathan. I have everything I need to get started. I'll pull up the application form on my screen. This will just take a few minutes.
Sure, take your time. Is there anything I need to fill out on paper?
Everything is digital now. I'll enter your information and then have you review and sign electronically at the end.
Great. Do I need to make an initial deposit today?
For the checking account, there's no required opening deposit. For the savings account, a minimum of $25 is required to activate it.
No problem. I'll put $50 into the savings account to start.
Wonderful. You can fund the account with cash, a check, or a transfer from another bank. Do you have a preference?
I'll use cash today. I can set up the transfer from my old bank later.
That's perfectly fine. Once your account is open, you'll receive your routing number and account number, and you can use those to transfer funds from anywhere.
And when do I get my debit card?
Your debit card will arrive by mail within 5 to 7 business days. In the meantime, you'll have access to your account through online banking right away.
That works. How do I set up online banking?
I'll enroll you right now. You'll receive an email with a link to create your username and password. Then you can log in and download the app.
Perfect. Is there anything else I should know before we finish up?
Just a couple of things. Keep an eye on your first monthly statement. It will show your account number and routing number. And if you ever have questions, you can call us, visit in person, or use the chat feature in the app.
This has been really helpful. Thank you so much, Claire.
My pleasure, Nathan. Welcome to the bank. You're all set.
Let's explore a few more useful alternatives. Nathan said, "Is there anything I need to fill out on paper?" You could also say, "Do I need to complete any paperwork?" Or "Are there any forms to sign?" Claire said, "Everything is digital now." You could also say, "We've gone paperless," or "The whole process is done online," or "We handle everything electronically." Nathan said, "Is there anything else I should know?" You could also say, "Is there anything I'm missing?" or "Any other details I should be aware of?" Claire said, "You're all set." You could also say, "Everything is taken care of," or "You're good to go," or "We are all done here." Now let's practice some key phrases.
I'd like to open an account. I'm a walk-in. What's the difference between the two? I get paid by direct deposit.
The fee is waived.
What's the interest rate? I'd like to add that feature. Do I need an initial deposit? I'll use cash today. When do I get my debit card? How do I set up online banking?
Keep an eye on your statement. You're all set.
This has been really helpful.
That's all for today's episode. Nathan opened a checking account and a savings account and learned a lot of useful banking vocabulary along the way. You heard phrases like "the fee is waived," "overdraft protection," "minimum balance," and "routing number," all essential when dealing with banks in English. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to Loop English Pod so you never miss a new episode. Now let's listen to the whole conversation one more time from the beginning. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.